Yo, YouTube! Yo, we're back again with an altered video, bro. What the heck? This one's called Pleasant End. Making sure it's turned up. We lit. Okay, animation. Art animation. What the heck? Oh, nah. Why did they do this? Yo, I'm gonna tell you this now. I hate anyone that does this in movies, bro. Why pull over if you see someone casually walking in the middle of the night? Do not stop. Drive. If anything, hit them. Go about your day, bro. Trying to be a good human, be like, but you stop for a few seconds. Yeah, she already got you. You've been cursed. You've been cursed. Congratulations. You're cursed. Watch. She gonna go stop at the end, and then she gonna get killed. Also, I like how Alter doing the animation. I don't think I ever seen him do an animation like this. This is a first. A first. Got keys. Okay. Shawty on a trip. She tired. See you when you live in me. That an ironing board outside? Why is an ironing board outside? Oh, that's a trash can. Cable and Wi-Fi. W. Oh, she cool. Wait, is this person a woman or a man? I could be wrong. It looks like a woman. I always get this wrong. And if you go by they them. We don't yeah, cool. We're not causing no uproar. Oh, it's a woman. Or they them. Or it, or whatever they go by. Oh, that actually feel good when you do that. Low key, you know you're safe when someone's just casually sitting outside. But I don't know. Look at that person walking again. Leaving the foot trail. Oh, nah. Oh, no. The fuck? Oh, nah. Oh, no. Oh, no. The heck is that? Get the gun! Ew. Grab something gonna hit him with it. Gone. Dipping. Going through the window. Oh shoot! What the Ricky? Oh! Oh! Yeah, it's kind of getting shifty. Run! Run! Boy, I'm quick as crap. That nigga dead though. He's dead. GG's. Dude. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Run. Run, 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 run. Oh, and that was her car. He's underneath the car. They underneath the car. Oh, no, 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 no. Lord! Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh, shoot. Where's it going? Ew. Oh no. Oh no. And then slowly walking after her. Oh nah. Keep going, man. Keep going at this point. Don't ever stop. Oh, that's a trick. Oh no. Oh no. Next victim. W Alter. Dude, what the heck? W Alter. So far, if you made it this far in the video, tell me what you liked about it so far. Because that was A1. A1. Alright, next video is by Siak Company. You Got a Friend in Me, horror short film. Let's see it.
Still obsessed with that abandoned house? You're gonna risk your neck for some toy you read about online?
It's supposed to be Andy. Whoa. That's creepy. Already.
Pasta garbage. You won't find a thing.
Got Woody over there with like,
That thing
they're like
was
legs.
real. Nobody would have made it back alive to tell the story.
What the heck? Why? Just why? What's that on the door? Wait, okay, hold on. So, yo, YouTube. You see a house like this. Are you going up in there? Let me know. I don't know about this right here. Like, look at this. Look at that. Look right here. What the heck? Window and everything. That's not even... If there's anything in there, it's probably decayed already. Look at the door. And then all this rush around here. Like, makes zero sense to even do any of that. And there's a recorder. Why is there a recorder right there? Y'all see that? And he's got to zoom up on the recorder. Like, this is how we're going to get it. Put it real close in the door and just have it open. I wonder if this is the same house they used when they did the Goofy one. Nah, I don't think it is.
If you're listening to this, it means you entered the house, and it means you're already too late to leave.
Oh,
I used to be a toy maker. Nothing
you're already too late to leave. I mean, it's already too late to leave. And second of all, no, it's not. He could just walk through that door. That door did not disappear. What do you mean? It's right there behind him.
special.
Walk right back where you came from, bro. What are you talking about? Put that thing right back down. Like, nope, too late.
I repaired broken dolls, fixed old mechanisms, gave life back to things that had stopped moving. It was just work, routine. Then he arrived, Woody.
Huh. I don't even know what to say. I just paused it.
He was normal, just like the others. Warren Wood.
You got a friend in me.
The first time I noticed something, his head was turned. It shouldn't have been possible, but he was looking the other way. I thought it was a mistake, so I fixed him. But the next day, he was turned
I think what he's saying is Woody's alive.
again.
And I guess he's actually mad out of wood, judging on that one room right there.
And it wasn't just his head anymore. I started finding him.
Oh!
Moved different rooms.
Whoa!
He was turned again, and it wasn't just his head anymore. I started finding.
What the heck? What? Yo, this is literally the same size as those spiders for dang on Harry Potter. Way too big. And first of all, why is Woody made like that? Why? I thought you was making regular toys and fictional. Bro, you got whole spider legs and everything.
Moved different rooms, different positions. At first just inches, then entire rooms apart. I thought someone was coming in at night, so I stayed awake, watched, waited, and I saw him. He didn't move like a toy. He moved when I wasn't looking. Every time I looked away, even for a second, he changed. Then his shape started to change.
Okay.
At first, I thought it was shadows.
I don't know what this says at the bottom. I cannot see it. But my boy Woody chilling. Look at Jesse right there, all stiff and everything. Can't even bend down. There's some oil. Oh
But
damn.
it wasn't. His limbs were extending,
Save my girl.
stretching, twisting into something it was never meant to become.
Not Buzz.
The joints weren't normal anymore. There were too many of them. The body.
What the heck is that? Yo. Nah. What?
It lifted off the ground. It wasn't a toy anymore. It was something else. Something that learned to watch. Even
What did he just hide at?
watching it. If you're inside the house, don't look for him. Because now, he's not the one hiding. You are.
Oh shoot. Like he's not gonna hear that. Yeah, GG's. You gotta cover all that ground and you think he's not out there already? Oh! Oh, nah, he's getting loose. I mean, that's cool and all, but how was he giant and then he turned tiny towards the end? I didn't get that part. But I mean, it was cool. Cool. Shout out to Sia Company. You ever seen those videos that's like get ready with me or get ready with me prom, get ready with me day out to eat or just something like that? This video is called Get Ready with Me. And it's by I think it's hold on, let me see who it's by. It's by ACM Official. So shout out to them. ACM Official. Well, yeah, ACM Official. I don't know why I said it 3 times. Get Ready with Me, short film. Let's get it.
It's me, Doris. You came back? I knew you would.
Oh no, she already crazy off gate.
Welcome to another episode of Get Ready with Me.
Oh, okay.
Today I will be transforming into
Wendy?
Wendy.
Like Wendy from Wendy's?
Okay, let's get this hair out of the way, shall we?
Okay. Something going on with her eyes? I'm not tripping.
Now it's time to soften the canvas.
Okay. Her face. Why is she making a weird face every time she do something? Her eyes is too wide. Like, why is they wide open like that?
Just like her skin.
Look at her. I don't know what it is about her eyes. Look how she's looking at you.
Now we gotta lay down a solid base.
It's just that one moment where her eyes just go all the way open. See, look at that. She better do it again. She better do it again. See, I told you. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. What is wrong with this girl? Yo, people call me crazy thinking stuff like this, bro. It's not okay. Why she keep making that certain face like that? She is.
Concealer.
It's like it's throwing me off.
Can't have anything showing through and giving me away.
Giving you away. What does she mean by that? What is going on here? Okay.
Light powder.
Did she kill Wendy? Well, not kill, but did she get rid of Wendy?
All covered up. These eyebrows need
Okay.
more volume. She
Okay.
had such nice ones.
Huh?
Always the first thing I notice.
What does she mean by that? Nah, this chick is not all the way there. Yo, she's not all the way there. I knew there was something up. See? She low-key be tweaking. She's tweaking right now. She got rid of this person named Wendy. What'd she do to Wendy?
Eyeshadow always brings the look together. Let's fill in the lashes. Looking good. Almost her already.
Her face, bro, is throwing me off. It's creeping me out. Hey.
Blush. To add some life.
This comes from a guy that just anything paranormal, I just punch. Look at it. Like, why is she making that? So, okay, dang.
Now, this next step is very important for the authentic Wendy look.
Okay.
Fake freckles.
Fake freckles. Who's Wendy? I thought you were talking about Wendy's.
Is key. Same placement, same pattern, same number. I counted.
Huh?
More than once. Perfect. Exactly where they belong.
That don't look right at all. Look, you just put dots on your face. Just saying. You just put. Okay. I don't think you know what a freckle look like if your freckles look like that.
Lipstick always brings the look together. Now, for the
She didn't
final
even put it on
touch.
fully. Oh, a wig. Can't they tell that that's a wig though? Unless Wendy wear a wig, or she got mixed personality. Okay, that's definitely a wig.
I'm loving it. Spot on. What do you think, Wendy?
I got no words. I got no words. She's still breathing though. But that's crazy.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot. Perfect. Now I see the way you do.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Wendy. Tune in next time. We'll try someone new.
Yeah. No. 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 Alright, next video we got by MJV Animations. And it's called 3 Unsettling Home Alone Stories Animated. So we got another animated story thing. Let's go. And it dropped like an hour ago.
Cabin. When the aspens turned gold, and the air smelled like pine resin and cold earth, I finally found some respite. After 15 years amid constant noise in the city, the sirens, the hum of traffic, or neighbors, it was silence that I craved. This cabin was exactly what I needed. 12 miles.
Yo, I
of
haven't been to the
civilization,
cabin
no
before.
visible
I'm gonna be real.
neighbors,
I think I'm gonna
and
need to go
quiet
touch the
of
grass
sky and
myself.
forest that could settle into your
The home
bones with the amount
creating
of peace
videos
it
for
produced.
y'all.
My first few weeks went exactly as I had dreamed. I fell asleep to the wind nestling through the trees and woke to birdsong, lively chirping in the background. I also learned to identify all the sounds I heard around me, whether it was the rustle of a deer moving through the underbrush, the screech of a red-tailed hawk, or the crack of branches settling in the cold. I sat on the porch with my tea one night, just listening to absolutely nothing. Beautiful to say the least. Absolutely nothing. Beautiful to say the least.
Honestly, nah, think about it. In the middle of the woods, in a cabin, I probably wouldn't ever do that, bro. I would get too paranoid. I'm gonna be real. Too paranoid for me.
The first disturbance. I came across it on a Thursday, mid-October. It was around 2 a.m. when I woke up to the scraping sound, something near the back of the cabin. It wasn't loud, just persistent, something dragging against the exterior wall. I lay there listening, trying to place it and figure out who it was. But after a few minutes of making the noise, it stopped. I reasoned it must have been a raccoon or some other animal, maybe a branch swinging in the wind. I went back to sleep unharmed. But then it was there again 2 nights later. The same exact time, the same exact location. But this occurrence lasted longer.
Okay.
This occurrence may have been 5 minutes, and then it stopped abruptly. I got up, checking the back door, just to find it was locked, shining a flashlight through the window. But there was nothing except my own reflection in the
I don't get it.
darkness beyond. I walked the
So I hear a noise.
but nothing. No marks, no fallen branches, no tracks near the wall at all. It was
I
the
don't-
3rd week in October by the time it started happening every few nights. It always happened between 1 and 3 a.m., keeping me from a good night's sleep. Sometimes it was scraping. Other times it was a soft thud against the side of the house. And
Oh,
still other times
nah.
footsteps, or what sounded like footsteps at least, circling from the back of the house to the side.
That's a
I
bear.
just waited there, hoping that it was nothing, that it was just my mind playing tricks on
It's a
me.
grizzly bear.
I listened, I checked, and always nothing. It had to be animals, I told myself. Bears even, although I had seen no claw marks or scat. Possibly deer bumping into things, or branches I couldn't identify in daylight. The woods were full of sounds, and maybe I just didn't understand some of them yet. This had to be normal, right? Just had to be adjusting. But then, the sounds started to change. They started moving closer and closer to the windows.
What the heck
It
is
was one
that?
night in particular, when I heard something directly outside my bedroom with a slow, methodical dragging sounding like fabric against glass. I turned on every light as soon as I could and looked out the window. There was nothing, just my pale face staring back at me and the black forest beyond. I even checked the motion sensor light on the porch, and it hadn't been triggered. The sleeping got worse. I told myself during the day that I was just being ridiculous, letting isolation get the
skinwalker.
best of me. But it was at nighttime, lying in the dark, that I heard it. Footsteps on gravel, the soft creak on the porch step, or a pause at the front door, waiting. Then one night in early November, I heard it breathing. It wasn't animal breathing, nor the heavy panting of a dog or the snuffling.
Oh,
of
heck no.
wildlife
If it's
outside.
breathing like that, heck no.
No. This was measured, controlled, like a human.
Oh,
It came
heck
from
no.
just outside my bedroom window. Patient, rhythmic, even. I didn't move because I didn't want to believe that my life was somehow in danger. And after what felt like an hour, it stopped. Just as it had appeared, so it ceased to exist. That's when I found it, the next morning. A cigarette butt in the gravel just beneath that window.
Yo, somebody was planning on getting him.
I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it had been there the whole time. Maybe it was there when I moved in, or from a previous tenant. But I knew I had raked that area myself about 3 weeks ago. And that butt wasn't weathered either. It had been there recently. The doors, the windows, the crawlspace entrance. Everything was locked and secure, but small things felt out of place. There was the chair on the porch I didn't remember moving, nor the muddy footprints on the back step, which weren't
Yeah,
quite
somebody was trying to get
size.
him.
The wood pile looked disturbed.
Probably was a
Pieces were
serial,
stacked slightly differently from where I left
uh,
them. Time to call the
life
sheriff's
India or
office.
something,
The
or
deputy who came
something.
out was polite yet skeptical about what I had shared with him over the phone. He decided to walk the property and check the doors, telling me to get better locks and maybe a security camera. I've got to say, you're pretty isolated out here, he mentioned. It's probably just someone passing through. Hikers or some homeless folks looking for a warm spot. Hikers or some homeless folks looking for a warm spot.
Heck
He
no,
almost made
bro.
it sound reasonable to me.
It
as
don't
if it
sound
were
real.
comforting.
Someone trying to
Fine.
get you.
That night, I wedged a chair under the front door handle.
Yo, you two, tell me if you would do exactly what he's doing, or you just leave the cabin. I'll personally just leave the cabin and just like sell that place to go to live in a hotel or something. Obviously, come on now. If you isolated and you got someone trying to break in or whatever creepy stuff going on, bro, leave the spot. You're just putting your life at risk. Unless you got a gun, you're ready to shoot somebody. That's it.
And then I wedged
Come on,
another
bro.
one under the back door, keeping the lights on because I couldn't sleep. I stayed up what felt like forever. Then at 2:47 a.m., I heard the front door handle turn.
Oh, heck no.
Deliberate even. testing the weight as the chair held its place. The handle released. Then I heard the footsteps move around to the side of the house.
Inside the
I went
house?
to the back where the handle turned there.
Outside.
Slow and just as careful. The chair scraped against the floor, but it held its place. I grabbed my keys and phone and stood in the center of the living room, shaking, knowing I was at the mercy of whatever was out there. The footsteps then moved around.
Man, better call the
bedroom
cops.
window, and they stopped. Everything went silent, and I waited. 5 minutes, then 10. I heard it then. A soft scraping sound that was different than before. It was metal on metal. It was deliberate. It was
Oh
methodical.
no.
It was the crawl space door. I had checked it before and locked it, but the sound of slow, patient work continued. Someone was trying to get underneath the house. I didn't wait to see if they would succeed. I instantly ran to the front door, shoving the chair aside and getting to my car.
What
The
the heck?
motion light flicked on as I exited the cabin, illuminating nothing but empty yard and trees. I drove with my headlights off until I reached the main road. Then I called 911. The sheriff came out with 3 deputies, searching everything. The house, the crawl space, the surrounding woods, and found that the crawl space lock had been jimmied but not broken. They also
Wow.
found more cigarette butts and footprints that weren't mine. They didn't find anyone, however.
Oh nah.
I stayed in town that night and then the next, and on the 3rd day, I decided to go back with a deputy to collect my things. While I was packing, I noticed something I had missed before. It was a small gap in the back wall of the bedroom closet, barely visible behind my hanging clothes. It looked deliberate, as if someone had pried the boards apart just enough to create a space.
Oh
A space
no.
a person could fit in if they were patient enough, if they didn't mind waiting. The instant I saw that was the moment I left everything behind except for essentials I already recovered. The instant I saw that. That was 3 months ago. I now live in town where there are neighbors, traffic, and light
Oh
pollution.
no, bro.
And
That's
better sleep for
crazy.
the most part. However, sometimes, when it's quiet, late at night, I wonder how long that cabin had been someone else's before I moved in. How many nights I slept while someone stood in my closet,
Oh no.
just waiting, breathing in the dark. I wonder if they're still there, waiting in the cabin for someone else.
Next story.
Around the time I turned 13, my
13.
parents gradually...
Boy, why that little head so dang all big? Look at that little head. Man, what the heck?
began trusting me with independence. One of the first freedoms I was granted was being home alone. They always picked me up and dropped me off from school, and if neither of them were home, they hired a babysitter. So I
Okay.
was never alone.
Is the babysitter
before.
hot?
One night, my parents
I
went
guess
on a
we'll never
date
know.
without leaving me with a babysitter for the first time ever. I was excited as I felt it was long overdue. My friends talked about being home alone all the time, which made me realize I kind of had helicopter parents. Honestly, the first hour was disappointing.
What you thought was going to
Everything was
happen?
the exact same, only there was nobody in it but me. Despite the lack of authority figures around, I still didn't feel like I could break any rules without getting in trouble. I thought about doing so earlier, but at the moment of truth, I was too scared. Looking back, I think I was self-enforcing on my parents' expectations. Like I literally couldn't comprehend the ramifications of being alone, but I didn't understand any of that at the time. All I felt was this eerie unease.
Okay.
I was at home, yet somehow in unfamiliar territory. Then, I started to doubt if I was even alone. As I was
What?
standing aimlessly in the living room, I saw a blip of movement at the front door, the same crossing of a shadow that comes right before someone enters or knocks, except it was followed by silence. On reflex, I went to my tiptoes, like I had nearly been caught
Oh, he got
sneaking around
paranoid.
past bedtime. I crept up to the door and looked out the side window. I saw the front porch empty, just like the rest of the house, save for the cluster of moths bouncing around the porch light. To get comfortable, I went upstairs to my room. I wanted to close my door, but even though I knew I could, I didn't. I usually wasn't allowed to, and I still wasn't ready to go breaking the rules.
Oh my
Of course, I
god.
didn't think it would make a difference, since I was home alone. Feeling nervous and needing to do something with my hands,
could have closed your door
I sat
and
at my
hit underneath
desk
for
and opened
bed.
my journal. I turned to a blank page, wrote the date at the top, then tried to collect my thoughts about being home alone for the first time.
Oh, you a good kid.
I
You
was
really
too
a good
anxious to
kid.
write for what must have been several minutes. But any concentration I might have had was quickly shattered. Downstairs, I heard the crack of a door opening. I wasn't sure which door it was, though tiny change in air pressure I felt meant it let outside. I rushed to my window to see if my parents had come home early, but the driveway was empty. Still, I waited for them to call me downstairs, to ask me how my time went. I stood in front of my door, still impatient, listening for their voices. Instead, after another minute or two, I heard my mother's bathtub faucet spring open.
What?
It was very distant, but that distinct sloshing roar was unmistakable. Mother loved her baths, but she certainly wasn't home.
Oh.
So then who the hell was in her tub? In a moment of panic, I suddenly felt like I would be trapped in my room, so I quietly made my way down the stairs. The sound of the faucet dissipated as I descended, until it was gone as I hit the ground floor. Part of me decided that
That's
I
a little
needed to be
crazy.
ready to leave the house in case something happened, so I made my way back to the front door. On my way there, I passed by my parents' room. The master bathroom with my mother's fancy tub was in there. Yet unlike I thought, the faucet hadn't been closed. It was just dripping. I was close enough to hear it, obedient enough to know I'd get in trouble if I didn't close it, but fully aware that the punishment for leaving the house would be worse. The decision was paralyzing. Either the known danger of night, or the unknown specter lurking in the darkness of that unlit bathroom. The thought of going in terrified me,
Bruh, what?
but I was too scared to run.
Things.
Finally, I simply turned around and went back up to my room.
Yeah, go out of your room then.
I didn't care if I got blamed for letting the faucet drip, or even if my
The
parents
heck?
caught me with my door closed. I had to save
Close that
myself
thing.
the only way I could think. For the first time, I closed and locked my door, then sat up against it. I buried myself in my confusion and fear. I hid, for the door closed. I had to save myself the only way I could think. For the first
Like, look
I
at
simply
the
turned
drawing,
around and
bro.
went back up to
He
my
got a
room.
normal face line. No more face
I
line.
didn't care if I got
No more
blamed
face
for
line.
letting
You
the
don't see
faucet
nothing
drip,
different. Nothing
or even
different.
if my parents caught me
But
with
watch
the door
this.
closed.
Watch this.
I had to save myself the only way I could think. For the
What? They're not even the same person anymore, bro.
first time, I closed and locked my door,
Bro.
then sat up against it. I buried myself in my confusion and fear. I hid, waiting for it to be over. 2 bitterly slow hours later, I heard my parents driving in.
Oh, is that his actual
I
parents?
stood up, wiped the dry tears off my face, opened my door, and put on the act.
Did
I
you look
went
up?
downstairs to meet them, planning to act innocent if they asked about the
Oh,
bathtub.
nah.
But when they asked me a completely different question, I nearly broke down. My mother asked me if her older brother had ever come by to check on me.
Oh.
They asked him to make sure I was okay since it was my first time home alone,
Oh.
though they weren't sure if he would make it. Suddenly, everything clicked. Who else had access to the house? And who else knew I was alone in it but him? My own uncle. It must have been him. At the time, I stammered but managed
That's a little
to lie and
creepy.
said that nobody had come. I didn't fully understand what had gone down,
That's a little
but
creepy.
I was worried I'd never see an ounce of freedom again if I started making accusations. Or if I even admitted that someone else had been in the house. Years later, I still don't know 100% if it was truly my uncle, but I've never trusted him since. I believe he had a sinister idea on his way to check on me. He tried to lure me into a dark space where I wouldn't be able to see him, so he could get away with something he probably always wanted to do.
Hey, yo.
A few weeks ago, I picked
That's
up
a crazy
house for the
story.
gig. It
Oh,
paid
here we go.
well,
Another one.
so
Another
I
story.
figured
Another
they had a
story.
lot of valuables they didn't want to get stolen. But when I was staying in their house, I discovered something that is still giving me nightmares nearly a month later. The rules were few. I could do as I pleased, as long as I kept the place clean and didn't have guests. I didn't have to worry about taking care of the garden.
Oh, yeah, we having a party.
The only place I wasn't
We
allowed
having
to
a
go
party.
to was the shed in in the backyard. All told, I was supposed to be there for a week. It took me a couple of nights to get comfortable sleeping there, but by day 3, I was mostly settled in. However, just as I got comfortable, I started to feel unwelcome. I
What?
hadn't broken any rules, yet for some reason, I felt like I was being watched somehow. I spent several paranoid
Whoa,
hours looking
that's a
for
little
a hidden
weird.
camera, but I couldn't find any. That evening, I picked up a random book and sat on the back porch, thinking a bit of reading and some fresh air would help. In all honesty, the backyard was beautiful. The owners clearly took pride in it. Even the shed didn't look like an afterthought. It was made in the same style as the rest of the house, with a shingled roof, a well-sealed door, and a window on one side.
She gonna go open the shed
Still,
and get killed
It
probably.
was just a shed.
They tell you not to do
And I
something, you
barely
gonna do
cared
it
about its
anyway.
existence
Come on
for what was
now.
inside it that I
Don't do
wasn't
it.
allowed to see. Not at first.
Oh no,
no.
obviously she went.
While I was stuck.
Okay, that was a little not intelligent of me. Okay, obviously the story would be told if she died. Okay, I didn't think that through. She might get terrified or scared or something. From what I'm getting, it's just these like close experiences, horror stories or something.
Trying to get through the first few pages of the book I picked up, I noticed a flash in my peripheral vision.
Oh
If I
no!
wasn't mistaken, the light inside the shed flicked on. But by the time my eyes focused, it was off again. That, or it had always been off. I really couldn't tell.
Oh no!
After staring at it for a bit and not seeing any changes, I figured I was mistaken.
But stay away from that shed. They told you.
Someone else's backyard, flickering through some trees, or maybe I just completely imagined it. Either way, I decided reading wasn't my jam, so I went back inside and opened a bottle of wine.
Oh dang!
That seemed to help my mind stop running on overdrive. And after watching TV for a couple hours, I went up to the guest room and slept. The next morning, I woke up with a minor headache.
Yeah, 'cause you were
and a return
drinking.
of the same nagging anxiety from before. I'd already checked everywhere I could think of for something weird in the house, so the only place left to look was the shed.
Don't look in that
Of course, I
shed.
wasn't supposed to enter it.
Please don't.
I was never explicitly told I couldn't peek through the window.
Oh my!
I got dressed. I was never explicitly told I couldn't peek through the window.
Oh
I
my
got
god!
dressed, and I went out and stuck my face up against the glass, trying to cup my hands around my eyes for a better view. But it was
It's
truly
dark.
pitch black in there.
Yeah.
Disappointed, I gave up and got ready for work. Even though I was getting paid to house sit, I figured I could pick up a few shifts.
You got one
and earn
job.
cash.
One job.
Maybe even shake my nerves about the place. That night, I got back to the house and immediately took a shower. I wasn't thrilled that there was a window over the tub, but I figured nobody was looking through it. I did start to think I should risk getting in trouble and invite a friend over to keep me company.
Okay.
So I went back downstairs to the living room. I had my phone out, thinking of who to call. Just then, as I was standing near the entrance to the backyard, I noticed a light I could have sworn I'd never seen before. Except maybe once. It
Oh,
was the light inside the shed, shining through the window. I wasn't
Why are you
sure
in
if
the
it
middle
just
of the-
turned on.
what? Okay,
If I had
pause.
known-
First of all, who casually just be wearing a towel, standing in the middle of the doorway, looking at the shed still? There's something not right. You knew you was paranoid at that point.
But one thing was painfully clear. There was a person inside.
There might
Their
be.
silhouette was in full view,
Better leave that jump be.
motionless and backlit. But I knew they were looking at me. There was nothing else to look at, and I was barely dressed. I knew I had to get the hell out immediately. I ran to both the doors and made sure they were locked. Then I rushed upstairs and threw all my belongings into a bag.
Hey, bro.
I didn't double check or clean anything. I just ran downstairs and out of the house, right into my car parked in the driveway. As I drove away, I called the owners of the house, telling them there was someone in the shed. They kept telling me I must be mistaken, but I told them exactly what I saw.
Yeah.
Then they
Tripping.
went quiet, and I realized they must be hiding something. I asked them if they knew, and after forcing it out of them, they admitted it. The
What?
whole time I was meant to be alone in their house, they neglected to tell me about their son who lived in the shed.
What?
They said it was air conditioned and furnished, but he just had a lot of problems with, well, I don't know, because that's when I hung up. I didn't want to hear about what kind of freak I had been neighbors with for the past 4 days.
Man, what if it's not even
How
that
much he might
bad?
have seen of me, or worst of all, if he had a way to get inside the house. Now that I'm thinking about it, it feels very intentional. If someone was living there already, why hire a house sitter?
Oh.
I don't think it's a coincidence they hired a woman either.
Oh.
In some sick way, it feels like they wanted us to meet.
Oh,
To
no.
what end? I don't care to consider.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Afterwards, the owners kept calling and texting me, apologizing for the misunderstanding and begging me to come back. When I ignored them, they sent me the money for the days I spent there, and then asked me to not call the police. I hate to admit no crime was committed, but while I'm not going to put their name and address on blast for fear of getting sued, I'm sure as hell going to tell everyone about this.
Why didn't you call the police?
Back when I
Wait, it said 3. We're just gonna do 3. He's gonna do 3. It's like 4 stories, bro. No. I'm not doing 4 stories, buddy. That's not what was in the contract. The 4th story we get in the next video. Yo, if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what your favorite part of the video was. And also, that's pretty much it. This is another Reaction Saturday with your boy Wicked. Okay, we dropping videos. If you want me to check out more videos, send it either to the Discord or tag me, or just figure out how to tag me or something. I'll definitely respond. But if you're not in Discord, make sure you check it up in the Discord, okay, and comment in the chat if you don't see the Discord. Okay, we'll figure out how to fix that if you don't see it. My name is Wicked X Reese, signing out.